Xbox consoles. What up, Randies? My name is Stan from Random Tens, and over the past year there's been one company that I've sort of forgotten about when it comes to the Rarest. But finally, it's Microsoft's turn to shine. Oddly enough, my second console wasn't the GameCube or even the PS2, but rather an enormous black paperweight known as the Xbox. Commissioned by Microsoft and released in late 2001, the Xbox brand has now been going strong for almost 15 years, and at some point or another has even surpassed its Sony and Nintendo rivals along the way. But what you may not know about the industry giant is that when it comes to limited edition systems, Xbox wins every generation by a wide margin, and today we're taking a look at some of the most exclusive and renowned limited consoles the company has ever produced. Here are the rarest Xbox consoles ever made. I will say right from the start that there are over 30 different limited edition Xboxes across the 3 different generations, and so if you don't see yours in this video, please don't get upset, as I'd rather just make a sequel later on rather than make 1 hour-long video encompassing every rare Xbox that's ever existed. Some of the consoles with the most limited production numbers or the best backstories will make it into this video, and some won't, but I promise I will eventually cover them all someday. And so moving on from that, we have one of the most exclusive consoles ever created in the Bill Gates commissioned mother-of-pearl Xbox 360. This artistic Xbox was made for the former South Korean president Lee Myung-bak on request from Microsoft co-founder and Uber billionaire Bill Gates as a gift during a meeting between the two bigwigs back in 2008. After its inception as nothing more than an expensive gesture, Gates liked the classy design so much that he commissioned another 99 consoles to be made. But at this point it's assumed that Gates used the remaining consoles as gifts for Microsoft VIPs, as the only 3 that have ever been discovered belong to Lee, Gates himself, and the console's designer, artist Kim Young-jun. So yeah, at this point this console has become less mother of pearl and more needle in a haystack, but the simple notion that there are still 97 systems left in the world gives collectors everywhere hope that maybe they too might one day own one of these beautiful floral Xboxes. What could be better than having a tranquil and uplifting floral pattern on your favorite gaming console? How about coloring it purple and throwing the Taco Bell logo on the side? Well, besides being the envy of all your neighborhood friends, if you managed to somehow acquire the Taco Bell Xbox 360 Slim, you would have been one of only 3 lucky contest winners to receive this ironically named prize. Released in 2012 as part of the massive Halo 4 marketing campaign, this Xbox was only available through participating Taco Bells in Canada, and it's speculated that only 3 of these systems were actually given out. However, after doing a little research, I've read conflicting reports that state that 23 units were awarded as part of the marketing stunt. Either way, as far as I'm aware, none of these consoles have ever made it onto the second-hand market, so there's really no pricing information available. But with such a sleek system repping their favorite fast food establishment, can you blame the winners for never wanting to sell off this Xbox Supreme? This next console is a contender for the rarest ever made, but even more impressive than that feat is the history surrounding it. Before Microsoft or Sony or even Nintendo, the gaming landscape almost single-handedly belonged to Atari. Okay, so they sort of killed off the entire industry, but regardless, there's no denying that Atari is a pioneer of gaming, and despite taking a backseat to other corporate giants, the game maker still persists even today. And because of this legacy, the official Atari Xbox may be one of the coolest limited edition systems to ever get released. In 2004, at the Leipzig Gaming Convention, Atari gave away one of these orange Xboxes to the lucky winner of a contest in which participants had to collect 5 letter pins over the weekend that, when combined, would spell out the name Atari. Now, despite the fact that this is a one-of-a-kind system, the Atari Xbox was sold back in 2011 for an abysmal $459 US, which may be more of a travesty than what ET did to the company. Hyperbole aside though, this Xbox is among the rarest consoles ever, and I can almost guarantee that, like Atari itself, it may be a while until its presence is felt again. Moving ahead a few generations, let's talk about the Xbox One. Despite sort of a shaky beginning and a bit of backlash, the Xbox One has become a staple among many households at this point and has sold an impressive 19 million systems worldwide. So what's the most elusive and coveted Xbox One ever released? Well, as many of you probably are aware, back during the 2013 holiday season, a special gold-plated Xbox was made available for $10,000. This 24-karat console, produced by Microsoft and plated by Crystal Rocked, was used as a promotional stunt of sorts by British luxury store Harrods, probably to entice potential gamers and create some waves during the overcrowded shopping season. But either way, you'd better believe that this Xbox is as official as it is expensive. Only one was ever put up for sale, but as far as I could tell based on a few Google searches, it doesn't look like it was ever actually sold. Whatever happened to this promotional Xbox One is still a mystery to this day, but to me and many others, the biggest question will always be, why didn't they make the bundled controller gold-plated as well? "5 minutes and 42 seconds. That's how long it's taken me to finally bring up the Xbox's most iconic franchise, Halo. This first-person shooter series has found global success in virtually every market imaginable, and with its passionate fanbase and the iconic Master Chief as its mascot once again, it's clear that nothing can slow down this juggernaut of a series. Devoted Halo fans could probably tell you about every customized Halo-themed console, game, or controller ever released, but it was only a few years ago that the oldest and rarest Xbox ever was accidentally discovered, and at a garage sale no less. Back in 2004, Microsoft officially unveiled a Halo-themed translucent green console in which 200,000 units were produced. However, unbeknownst to anyone, this green console had an orange variant produced in far smaller numbers alongside its creation. So how many translucent orange Halo Xboxes were actually produced? Well, according to gaming historians, only 4 were created, but of those 4, it's assumed that only 1 was spared from destruction, and in July 2014, that lucky system was sold at a garage sale in Redmond, Washington for an undisclosed amount. Eventually, the console was authenticated, and its owner has made a few videos detailing the elusive system right here on YouTube. But regardless if you check it out or not, it's universally accepted that the North American translucent orange Halo console is, and will probably always be, the rarest Xbox console ever made. So there you have it, guys, a few of the rarest Xbox consoles ever made. I'm sorry this particular video took so long to put out, but as I already mentioned, there are so many rare Xboxes out there. I just really wanted to be thorough with my research so I could bring you guys the best ones. But anyways, make sure to share this video with any of your Xbox-loving friends if you feel so inclined. Make sure to follow us at Random10s if you have any questions. And, as I always say, happy hunting, baby rhinos. Peace.